Welcome to the homestead this morning, guys. Another beautiful day here on the farm. We have had a whole bunch of feedback on our Instagram and Facebook page about our oatmeal cream cookies. We're going to be sharing that recipe with you guys today, and we're also going to be harvesting a whole bunch of food on our farm today. That's super exciting. But first, have you guys seen our new YouTube channel? It's called Epic Swirl Art. I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. It's for people that like modern art, like myself. I really enjoy it. I've gotten into it recently, and it is a whole bunch of fun. Check it out, guys. There's some really fun, exciting videos there and more to come up. But let's get to today's video and let's get some things done on the farm.
So we've made a couple of changes to our clothesline based on some recommendations from our viewers. First thing we did is we replaced these big hooks. Now, the ones that came with the kit were just tiny little S hooks. We replaced it with an actual I hook and these big carabiner clips. It's much stronger, and we actually lowered it a little bit so it's a little easier to reach. The other main thing we did is the tensioner here. We had it on the top line before, but that meant we could only put the laundry out halfway because then our spacers would hit the laundry and it couldn't go any farther. So we flipped everything over so it's on the bottom, and now we have full use of the line all the way up. And after a few weeks of having laundry on it, we were able to tighten the line a lot more, and now we can go all the way out and the laundry doesn't hang in your face anymore. I'm gonna finish hanging out today's load of laundry, and then we're gonna head inside to the run-amok kitchen, and I'm gonna show you guys some cookies that everybody's been asking for the recipe for. Our laundry's all hanging up and drying in our nice wind we have out there today. So we're gonna make some cookies for you guys. I got a lot of requests through Facebook and Instagram for the recipe for my oatmeal cream cookies. So my assistant here is gonna help me make some today. We're gonna start off by putting our sugar into our pot. So we'll put your brown sugar in. And regular white sugar. Yep, pour the whole thing in. Good job. And I'll put the quantities of everything in the description box below for you guys so you can write it down. And we're going to put in our softened butter. And then we're just going to stick this on the mixer and we're going to cream everything together for about 3 minutes until it's light and fluffy. Our batter's been mixing for about 3 minutes. It's light and fluffy, and now we're going to add in our vanilla and our eggs. These are eggs from our chickens, right? Nice and fresh, right out of the coop. So we're going to give this a mix until everything's well blended, and then we're going to slowly stir in our flour mixture. I mixed it until our eggs and our vanilla were just incorporated. Now I'm going to put it on low, and I'm slowly going to add in our flour, baking soda, salt, and our apple pie spices. We have our flour mixture all mixed in, and now we're going to put in our oatmeal. Good job. Dump the whole thing. Everything is mixed. We're going to take it off. I'm going to scrape off our paddle here. And our oven is preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to use a tablespoon and we're going to scoop and put it on our tray. Pop it in the oven for about 12 minutes until they start to brown. And take your scoops and put them on the tray. Use the spoon. Okay. Good job. Yep, and just line them up all the way across. So our first batch of cookies has been in the oven for 12 minutes. They're nice and brown. We're going to let these cool for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to transfer them over to a cooling rack to completely finish cooling before we put our icing on them. Once we move those over, we can put the second batch in the oven. Our cookies have cooled enough that we can move them over to this wire cooling rack. They need to be completely cooled before you try and put your cream filling on, or else it's just going to melt your filling and it's all going to run out on you. And nobody wants that. The point of a cream cookie is that it has a cream filling. So I'm going to move all these over here. We're going to let them cool, and we're going to throw our second batch in the oven. My baking assistant is now going to fill our second tray with all of our left cookie dough. There you go. Good job. Our cookies are all on our trays, cooling, and now we're going to make our cream filling. So we're going to start off with our softened butter. We're going to add our powdered sugar. There we go. We're going to add in our vanilla. And we're going to slowly start to mix that all together. While we're mixing our powdered sugar, butter, and vanilla, I'm going to slowly add in our milk until I get the right consistency for our cream filling. Now that my cream filling is all mixed up and it's nice and smooth, what I like to do is put it into a squeeze bottle. That way it's much faster to just go ahead and put it onto the cookies, put one on top. But of course you can skip that step and just use a spatula or a knife if that's what you want to do. I'm just going to fill up my bottle. Our bottle is all full and my assistant is going to finish flipping all the cookies over so that we can put the icing on them. Good job. Now this recipe makes 18 sandwiches depending on the size of the cookies you make. We don't make them too big. I prefer them on the smaller side, but you can make them bigger if you want, depending on what size cookie you like to eat. Good job. Okay, I'm going to start putting icing on these ones, just like this. I just do a circle around, and what? Cookie Monsters. There's Cookie Monsters in the house. Once you put a layer of icing on, you're just going to take your top cookie and press it on the top, and that's it. There's your sandwich. We're going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these, hopefully without losing any more to the Cookie Monster, and we'll show you the finished batch. And we are done our oatmeal cream cookies. I will put all the directions, step-by-step instructions, and your amounts for your ingredients in the description box below so that you can make these cookies at home. Now you can also make them different flavors. If you don't like the apple pie spice that I use, you can use peanut butter or anything else you like, or just do them vanilla flavored. We're gonna head outside though. There's a lot of stuff in the gardens that needs to be harvested. So we get asked a lot of what is one of the benefits of homesteading. Well, for us, it's exactly this. It's being able to walk out to the garden with my bucket and pick fresh produce from our garden. Now we built this trellis 2 years ago for our peas, and as you can see, they climb really well. The bungee cords are just here to help them because we do have a lot of wind in this area with hurricanes. It keeps them attached to the trellis so that they don't get broken. We're gonna pick as many peas as we can today so that they don't go to seed, and it lets new peas grow. We're hoping that these will grow right through to September, and we're gonna get a large harvest this year. This is how much we've picked for today. Some of these are starting to go to seed already, so we're gonna pick these ones and we're gonna save them so that we have new peas to plant for next year, and that's part of being self-sufficient on the homestead. Something else that's now ready to harvest on the homestead is our garlic. We're gonna get this all pulled up so we can dry it out and save some for planting next year. So some of our beets in the garden are also ready. Looks like we're gonna have some yummy, fresh, roasted garden vegetables with dinner tonight.
Miss Maya has found herself a yummy carrot. It's one of her favorite vegetables here on the homestead. She picked it herself. Now she's gonna wash it, and she loves them raw. Did you get yourself a carrot, Maya?
Yep.
That looks super yummy.
Yeah, it looks really good.
The purple carrots. These are Mommy's favorite ones.
Well, the purple ones look really good.
Here, you hold it tight and I'll pop the top off. Okay, ready? Hold tight. There you go. We've harvested all our garlic for this year. We ended up with a 5-gallon bucket full. We're gonna dry this. Some of it will be saved to plant for next year, and the rest will be made into powdered garlic and also some fresh garlic infused with oil so that we can use it in the kitchen.
Mmm. That's a good carrot.
The gardens are just exploding this year, guys. I'm loving it.
Another fresh zucchini.
And we got a bunch of lettuce, guys. Look at our iceberg lettuce. It's popping up everywhere.
I love being able to come out to the garden and pick fresh produce for dinner. These lettuce have been growing super well. We've picked a bunch of them. This is gonna make a yummy salad tonight with dinner. On our homestead, nothing goes to waste. The food that we grow, the parts that we don't use, go to the chickens. In turn, they eat it and turn it into eggs for us to eat. And then we can hatch those eggs into more chickens, keeping the cycle going. That's all part of being self-sustaining on a farm.
You guys can see behind me here, we got corn this year. You guys remember last year, the big hurricane that came through in September and wiped out all our corn? But the Weather Center says we got a lot of hurricanes coming this year. This is gonna be one of the worst years for hurricanes. Let's see if it happens, guys. Hopefully not, because I don't wanna lose our corn again.
Another benefit of growing your own groceries is being able to pick produce for dinner. This tomato is gonna go into a nice salad for dinner tonight. Let's head over to the chicken coop and check for some eggs. Let's do an egg count for the day and see how many we've got. We've been getting between 5 and 6 a day. Today's really hot though, so I don't expect a full 6. Let's have a look here. We got 2 good size eggs here. Another egg there. You can see our eggs come out mostly clean. It's because we keep a lot of shavings in our nesting boxes. The girls don't sit in here, so they don't poop. So our eggs come out perfectly clean. We don't have to worry about washing them. Another one here, a smaller one. And one more there. 5 eggs today. That's a good total from the girls. We're going to go and put these inside. And then we're going to let the kids try out the new cookies that we made today. Our cookies are now all iced and sandwiched together and they've hardened. The ultimate test though is whether or not the kids like them. Hey guys, want cookies?
Yeah.
Want to try a cookie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Try a cookie.
Mmm.
What do you think?
That's good.
Are they good cookies?
Mm-hmm.
Should we make more?
Yeah, those are really good.
Well, I guess the kids like them. I hope you guys like them too. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on the farm today while we harvested some of our vegetables and made these delicious cookies that the kids love. We'll see you guys in the next video. As always, thanks for watching.